Welcome to PropertySold.ca. I'm Abraham, licensed mortgage agent here, and I'm here with William. He's our licensed real estate agent on staff. And you know what? A long time ago, I wanted to be a real estate agent. Before I got into mortgages, over 11 years ago, and I looked into it. I even started the first course, and I decided it wasn't for me. But there are a lot of people out there I know that are interested, and things have changed since I started. So I'd like you maybe to talk today to our viewers with regards to the costs involved and how can you become a real estate agent nowadays.
For sure. I'll take you through the procedure. First thing you're going to do in Ontario is you're going to contact the Ontario Real Estate Association.
OREA.
Yeah, OREA. And you're going to need to take 3 courses. So you're going to need to take course number 1, course number 2, and course number 3. They used to be called phase 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
And those...
I remember, actually, those phases could be taken either in class or correspondence. I know the first one could have been done correspondence, and this is... For people who maybe want to see what it's all about, you don't have to quit your job. You can do this from home. And is it all 3 courses or just the first one?
The first 2 you can do by correspondence.
Okay.
And the third one requires minimum 40 hours in class study before you write the exam.
So if you go through the first 2, you know that you want to be a real estate agent at that point because you have a really good idea of what's involved. And then you could probably commit that time to the in-class. Can it be done on the evenings and weekends, or is it full-time during the day?
It can be done both. I believe they have a evening and weekends and a 1 week solid, get your 40 hours done. And
so you don't have to quit your job to do this?
No. And it can take anywhere if you're a real go-getter. It can take 2 months if you book your exams back to forth and just study the books in a week and write your exams.
Sure.
Or it can, you can take up to 2 years to complete it.
Okay,
so there are costs involved, of course.
Mm-hmm.
The first 3 courses are going to cost you about $1,400.
Okay.
After you complete those, then you have to register with the Real Estate Council of Ontario, RECO, and they're going to charge you 2 fees. They're going to charge you insurance, which is about $330 per year.
Errors and omission insurance.
Errors and omission insurance. Mm-hmm. And they're also going to charge you a registration fee of about $350. And so now you're up over about $2,000 in order to get your license. Now you've got your license, now you have to belong to your local real estate board. That's where you can access all the information, and that's where you can process your listings through them.
Sure.
So these fees, I belong to the Toronto Real Estate Board, and that is $860 a year for the Toronto Real Estate Board, and another $430 a year to belong to the Canadian Real Estate Association and the Ontario Real Estate Association.
So there's not only the initial cost involved getting the courses, there's an ongoing cost, right?
There is an ongoing cost, which is about $2,500 a year in Toronto, just to maintain your license and take courses and belong to the different associations.
And there's continuing education as well. You don't just stop taking courses, you actually have to take more, if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely.
Right? Every year?
After the first 3, yes. Within the first 2 years, you have to complete another 3 courses, which is, again, going to run you another $1,000. And then after that, you have to keep taking courses to maintain your license.
Yeah, so this is not something you would jump into lightly. I mean, if you're going to get all the qualification and pay these yearly fees, you really want to, make money. You want to actually pursue the field. Can you do this part-time, though, real estate?
Absolutely. You can do real estate part-time. And just know that whether you're making sales or not making sales, or earning commissions or not earning commissions, you're paying these fees to maintain your license all the time.
Yeah.
In addition to those costs, though, Abraham, there's also, there's more. You also have to belong to a real estate brokerage. And there's different costs involved. Some of the large brokerages that you see advertising billboards and stuff like that, they will charge their agents a desk fee. It can be anywhere from $100 to, $1,200 a month.
Whether you're there in the office or not.
Exactly. Whether you're in the office or not, you need to pay to belong to some brokerages.
Right.
And I met an agent that said, he spends $18,000 a year to belong to his brokerage. And he says, there's not too many jobs where you have to pay $18,000 a year just to go to work. But that's the way it is.
No. So. It sounds like a lot of money, guys, and it really is, and the ongoing cost. But if you think about it as well, what would be on a let's say average $350,000 home, real estate agent? What would their sales commission be if they were the selling agent? What would a
$300,000 home at 5% is going to cost the seller $15,000. So that $15,000 is actually divided up into the listing broker, the cooperating broker, the listing agent, and the cooperating agent.
Yes.
So there's actually 4 people that divide that money up.
Okay.
So if you take the 1,500 divided by 2, that's 7,500 for each party.
So 15,000 divided by 2, yeah.
Yeah. So depending on what that commission split is with that real estate agent and his broker, some of them are on 90-10, some are on 95-5. It all depends. But you could say, let's say $6,000 per deal.
Yeah, so that's one deal, $6,000. So obviously you do a couple deals and you've covered your costs for the year, and it's even covered the cost for getting your license if you do this all in the first year.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So there is opportunity to make money out there, and
that's why people are doing it.
That's why there's 90,000 agents in Canada.
Wow, so that's quite a bit.
30,000 agents just in the Greater Toronto area.
Wow.
So hope that answers some questions on how to become a real estate agent and the costs involved.
Thanks for watching.